On the move, got the flow so smooth. Spitting rhymes on the podcast, got nothing to prove. He's the host with the most, dropping knowledge every week. From the underground to the mainstream, making the street speak. Step on the stage, Mo grabs the microphone, holding it down, he's in the league of his own. Interviews with the legends, the up-and-coming stars. No topic off limits, pushing the bars. Merle on the move, taking over the game. Keeping it real, never fake, never the same. Hip-hop podcast, bringing the heat. With Merle on the mic, grooving to the beat.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Merle on the move, baby! Oh, 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 it's Merle on the move. It's Merle on the move. Oh, 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 it's Merle. Merle on the move. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to the program, baby, baby, baby. All right. I'm finna get into it. Have you been watching this Saturday? Hey, it's 2026, and it's the second show of 2026. Welcome to the program. I'm Merle on the move. I'm gonna get you going. Y'all been watching? It's Saturday. The NFL is taking over. The NFL was like the WWF back in the day. How it was like, entertainment sports. But wrestling wasn't really sports. But the NFL is really sports, and they taking over. Now, when I was coming up, football used to only be on Sundays and Mondays. That was it, except Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, you get a football game on Thanksgiving. A couple football games on Thanksgiving. Two. You get two football games. You get an NFC game and an AFC game on Thanksgiving. Other than that is Sunday and Monday for football. That's it for the NFL, for the professionals, because it's, Friday nights is for high school and Saturdays is for college, trying to be fair. But slowly the NFL been creeping in onto the entertainment, getting contracts, being on more channels and more days. So now we get football on Mondays. We get football on Wednesdays sometimes. Y'all say Amazon has some Wednesday football games. We get Thursdays, not just Thanksgiving. Every Thursday now is football. It's a football game. We had a Friday game, the Black Friday game. NFL had a Black Friday game on Friday. We get football games on Saturday because today was great. I'm finna get to it. I'm finna get to it now. And we got football on Sunday. So we got football every day except Tuesday now. Did you hear what I just said? It's football the NFL's got every day except Tuesday. So welcome to the program. I am Merle on the move. I'm going to get you started. We're going to go over some things tonight. I'm very excited because y'all know what happened today. Should I hit the horn? Because I got to get my nose put up. Should I hit the horn one more time? The Rams, baby, my team. Now, if you go back into the show, you go back. Check a couple episodes. I said I was excited. I said my Rams, had no expectations. No expectations of my Rams being great this year. I expected them to make the playoffs. That was my hope. And if we didn't make the playoffs, it wouldn't be bad, wouldn't be mad, because I didn't think our defense. I knew our running game was okay. Not great. Williams is good, but he can fumble, right? But he's good. We got another running back. He's forget his name. He's good too. He's from St. Louis. I can't think of his name right now. He's good too. So he helped out a lot. Helped Williams. You know what I mean? So he had to get so many rushes. Stafford's the man. He's gonna be MVP. Matthew Stafford for MVP. We're gonna see what New England does tomorrow or whenever they play. I think they play tomorrow. We'll see what their quarterback does. But I think it's still Matthew Stafford. He did great. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But back to what I was saying. See, I didn't got thrown off thinking about Matthew Stafford. Oh, about my players. Hey, Matthew Stafford's the guy. That's what I was talking about. I thought my defense was suspect. That's what I was worried. But we made the playoffs, right? And we was up against a contender that was in, it's the Panthers. They quarterback, young guy. You know, they don't have a lot of faith in him. We expected to win. Good game. So I'm gonna get into the gist of that. I'm gonna talk about the Bears and in sports. I'm gonna jump in that real quick, but I'm gonna give you the gist of the show tonight. I'm gonna go with sports, of course. I'm gonna talk some college sports. Iowa State. We're gonna talk about that. Talk about what happened with Matt Campbell. Talk about basketball. Also, I'm gonna go over world events. Y'all know what's been going on. Up in Minnesota, down in Venezuela. We're gonna talk about all that stuff, and also the Greenland. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit, possibly if we got enough time. And plus, I'm gonna go over entertainment. Zion Williamson, Offset. And Fetty, some other things like that. So we go over some things. This is Merle on the Move. I appreciate you guys tuning in for me tonight. I appreciate last week's show. Last week's show got a lot of views. I appreciate that. Need those likes and comments to get up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But once again, round of applause for my people, for my Merle on the Movers. I appreciate you guys for hanging in there with me. I am going to keep on putting content out. I will be out and about in the streets too. So once again, and get some interviews in here for y'all. So welcome. This year will be popping. Call me Mr. Poppington, like my man Dame Dash. Let's get into it. So, like I said, them Rams won. I'm so excited. It was a great game. There's a score. Great game. Panthers, the Rams were up. Now, this is what I want to talk. This is why the NFL is taking over. The NFL is not taking over just because the NFL and it's football, right? The games are really good. I'm an NFL fan. I'm going to watch it regardless. But the games are really entertaining. Now, you can be up. A team could be up 30-7, right? Or 30-10. And back in the day, if a team up 30-10, it's a blowout. The other team finna lay down. It's over. Not no more. Not in this pass-friendly, quarterback-protected league. No, because they want to see the numbers. No. You ain't safe. If it's 6-30, that 30 point, you better keep on pushing. Better keep on the gas. Because let that other team get back in it. Boy, I'm telling you. And that's what's been going on. The Rams was up. I'm like, we up. We was up on the Panthers. I'm like, we finna put them to bed. We was up. They was getting fumbles, turnovers, we was up. And the Panthers kept clawing back in it. Till it came down to the fourth quarter tour, we finally took the lead and got that win. The Panthers gave a good effort. So shout out to for the Carolina Panthers for the effort. It was a great game, exciting game. But my Rams won. You see it? My Rams won, baby. I'm the biggest Rams fan, I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to that, though. Also, we'll be playing. I don't know who we playing next week, but we'll see. But we're going to be playing. So we got that win. The Bears. Shout out to those Bears. Not a Bears fan, but I'm not a Bear hater. Bear down, that's what they say. Great game. I started watching that game, and when I started watching, the Bears were down. It was 6-21. Now, the Bears were the favorites. The Bears were supposed to win. The Packers were supposed to lose. But throughout history, the Packers have always beat the Bears. So history wasn't on the Bears' side. But this is a different Bears team. Different coaching staff, different players, different quarterback. And they don't care about that tradition. They like, we here now, bear down. They like, bear down, right? And those Bears did it. They put it on Green Bay in that second half. I guess they had a horrible first half. That second half, they came out doing that. Defense was on it. The Packers didn't give up. The Packers making play after play going down that field, but they couldn't kick the ball. That's what cost you the game right there. You couldn't kick the ball. You had to play different. You had to get a touchdown because your kicker missed the extra point. Put you in the hole, put you behind the 8-ball. Then he missed the field goal. The Bears, they getting 2-point conversions and all that and hitting all their field goals and extra points. It matters. The kickers matter. So y'all got to scratch out because it wasn't Jordan Love. He played great. It wasn't your receivers. They played great. Your running game looked a little weak, but that Bears defense ain't no joke. So shout out to them Bears for coming back in the fourth quarter. I think they scored 15 points in the fourth quarter, something like that, and getting that win in Soldiers Field. So they'll be playing a home game next week. I don't know who they playing, but The Eagles got to play. You know, so we'll see. If San Francisco has to play, Seattle has to play. Who is Seattle? They got the home field, but they got the bye. So anyway, we'll see what's going to happen. So that's good. We got some more games. That was really good. I mean, like I said, the NFL's taking over. That was really good football. Mid-afternoon, late evening. We'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. Some great games tomorrow. I'll be back talking to y'all next week about that. My team in. If your team ain't in, I'm sorry. If your team didn't make it, I'm sorry. You'll be making excuses. Oh, I ain't gonna be watching the game this week, man. Nah, man. I ain't gonna be watching the game this week, man. Nah, my team ain't in it no man, so I ain't gonna be watching. My team is right. Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and go into the next thing. College sports. I'm a homer when it comes to college sports. When it comes to college, Iowa State basketball. Now, I'm an Iowa State football fan. I like them. But I'm down with Iowa State basketball. I've always been down with. I've been down with Iowa State basketball since 2011. Since I did my first interview with Naz Long. Pause, that's his last name. Basketball player for Iowa State. He's from Canada. He did my first radio interview. And I've been a fan ever since. And Cyclone 16-0, baby. You heard me? Iowa State men's basketball, the Cyclones are 16-0. Best start in school's history. Beating great teams, Baylor, and I mean, they beat Oklahoma too. Come on, they are beating teams. Them boys are balling. They definitely, I think they ranked number 3. Should be ranked 1. I think they ranked number 3 though. But I check my stats on that though. But shout out to the men's team. The women lost a couple games. They still gonna be playing good. You know what I mean? But women lost a couple games. But really, what I want to talk about when it comes to Iowa State, I mean, because I had to salute the men's team. They're gonna keep on balling. I'm gonna talk more about that. It'd be nice to get a couple interviews on them. I might have to get that started again. See if I can get in there. But anyway, take me through that. Hey, anyway, let's go ahead and go into what I really want to talk about. Matt Campbell. We're going to talk about Matt Campbell. Him gone, man. Matt Campbell has went to Penn State as they hired him as their head football coach. I knew that. I said that. I think, let me put up the show. I'm going to find the show. I'll put it up there. This is the episode I talked about it. I talked about Matt Campbell, and I put a clip up how Penn State is trying to get him to come, but it was some other candidates, but Matt Campbell was on their radar, and who thought it, and they pulled the trigger on him, and they got him. And not only did they get Matt Campbell, they got 19 players off Iowa State. 19 recruits from Iowa State has hit the transfer portal, and are now going to be Penn State Nittany Lions. One more time for that, right? That's sad. That there goes the program. There goes the program. Notable mention, the biggest fish off that pond that he took from Iowa State was Rocco Beck. The starting quarterback for Iowa State for the last 2 years. Rocco Beck. Good quarterback. Not a great quarterback, but a good quarterback. Winning quarterback. Veteran college quarterback is now going to the Big Ten and with his coach. And I get it. He don't know this guy that's coming in. You know what I mean? He don't. So, and it's his last year playing, so he's like, why would I want to stick around and play with Jimmy Rogers? He don't know who Jimmy Rogers is. He don't. I guess in that capacity. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Jimmy Rogers. We're going to see what he's going to do here in state. He's bringing some of his players, too, from his program. His program wasn't shabby. You know what I mean? Out in Washington State, I believe that's where he came from. You know, he's got a good record. Looks like Aaron Rodgers. His last name is Rodgers. But we're going to see what he can do. You know what I mean? It's rebuilding. I don't know. He may be this Rodgers guy, may be the stepping stew to another coach. You know what I'm saying? But he may keep the program or with his players in place. I get some wins, man. Look, we're going to judge him. Us locals around here, we're going to judge his performance of if he can beat Iowa. Because we've been beating Iowa. Now, if Jimmy Rogers can get the state, Iowa State, to beat Iowa, they're getting some latitude. And he can't lose every other game. I mean, if he lose some games, but he beat Iowa, and 500 season, it'll be all right. You got to do better next year. But if he loses to Iowa and have a losing season, I don't think they'll give you nothing. I don't think they'll give you another try, bro. They'll let you go, bro. Because we win around here now. When it comes to football, Iowa State got a winning tradition. We wasn't just winning for a minute. Matt Campbell built that program for 10 years, man. He built that up. Just like Iowa State basketball. When the mayor left, when he left and went back to the pros, you know what I'm saying? So the coach we got now was on his coaching staff. Oh, yeah, Fred Hoiberg. Yeah, when the mayor left, Fred Hoiberg, when he left, see, when he was here, the coach we got right now was on his coaching staff, so he knew how to win. When Fred left, we got this other guy, and he had a lot of Hoiberg's players. So the first year wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I forget the guy's name, starts with a P. That first year he was here, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Then the next year wasn't so good. And then the next year it was bad. And they got him out of here. And they brought my guy in that we got right now. And he's doing it. He's doing his thing. Ossenberger. I think that's his name. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, so let's go ahead and move on. So shout out to State. You know what I mean? We're going to see how the football team does this spring, right? Let's go ahead and then switch gears to what's going on here in the world. Big news. A lot of stuff happened. It was an invasion of another country from our country. 47 sent people in there to get Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela. He was the president since Hugo Chavez left the presidency and he passed away. He has been running the country since then, and now he's here in a detention center, I believe, federal detention center in New York City on U.S. soil. They went in, did a operation and extracted him and his wife out. I seen him with a black eye. They didn't explain how that happened. But my thing is, 47 do it the way he want to do it. They saying that, but he didn't need permission from Congress because it wasn't an act of war. Even though you go with the military into a foreign country and kidnap their leader, how is that not an act of war? That's wild. But I guess because the country didn't fight back and no casualties on our side, and they said they had some police officers with them. So I get it. It's jargon. It's whatever. But what we gonna do? It's 47 do what we want to do. That happened. Don't know where it's gonna go from here. We know he said it was drug. They was bombing the drug boats, and it was drugs. Talk about narco terrorism. This is what we own. And all I'm hearing is about oil. That's all I'm hearing is oil. I ain't hearing nothing about no more drug boats and because the thing is, okay, think about the Gulf War. And this ain't the history. I know they try to rewrite history now, so please preserve. I hope it's VHS tapes or some of this stuff. I hope they doctor these tapes. The Gulf War. Saddam Hussein was the president and leader of Iraq. And Kuwait was not allies, but friendly with the United States, the country of Kuwait. And it was its border to Iraq. And they were selling this oil. Kuwait was selling this oil, which we use for energy. And Saddam Hussein attacked Kuwait. So George Bush, stepped in. He went through Congress, by the way, and helped Kuwait fight off Saddam Hussein. Boom. That's the first part of the Gulf War. And boom. Didn't take Saddam out, just fought him off. Nah, you ain't going to. And we did it for the oil. And because of that, oil went up. Gas went up a little bit. But then it kind of went back down after we solved that situation. But George Bush Jr. come in office. And remember I said it was about oil. George Bush come in office, and, my man, his vice president, Cheney, did a lot of work with Halliburton. They're contractors, you know what I'm saying? They build oil plants, what they kind of do. And they want the pipeline. They do pipelines, too. They pipeline, going to funnel fuel from Kuwait, across Iraq or under Iraq or across Iraq to some sea, Bering Sea or something like that. I don't know geography on that. And Saddam like, nah, what? Nope. You can't do that. You can't do that. This is my country. No. Now, if Saddam was friendly with the United States, then he would have let him do it, gave money, whatever, take care of him, let him do it because he worked with us. But because he ain't friendly and he don't want to work with America, like, no, I ain't doing it. So Bush like, take him out then. Take him out. If he don't want to play ball with the United States, take him out. Saddam Hussein got to go. How we going to do that? Congress and Senate would never approve us for taking him out just because we want to run these oil pipes through Iraq and make us a lot of money. They don't care about that. He ain't did nothing to us. It's a sovereign country. Well, say he got weapons of mass destruction. What? We're going to say he got weapons of mass destruction. I said. What? Yeah. What if they don't find none? They don't care. We are too late. they don't care. They move on to something else tomorrow. Facts. That's what he did. Took him out. Used the military to do it, but went through Congress because they made American people believe that they had weapons of mass destruction because after 9/11. After 9/11, we were willing as a country to go after anybody that we felt had anything to do with what happened to the World Trade Centers, the towers. We were, as a people, we was ready to do anything, to go after anybody that did anything, had anything. It didn't have to be the people. Anybody had money, if they had anything to do with it. That's why Afghanistan, come on, man. So they took Saddam out. Ran the pipelines to this day. So Venezuela got oil, a lot of oil. We need that. That's what Trump said. We need that. He also said, so now I'm guessing people he gonna put in place is gonna play ball with the United States. He said, because right now we run it. He said the United States is running Venezuela, running it until they find somebody they want to put in place that can keep what they got going on. What happened to that tariff money? Where the tariff money at? Tax time. Where them tariff money's at? Where them checks at? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So that happened. Also at home, ICE, the immigration, customs, and what is ICE? Immigration, Customs Enforcement. I think something like that. Anyway, they're up in Minnesota heavy because a lot of stuff going on in Minnesota. You had the the stimulus, what was the checks they was giving, PPP loan scams. So he had a lot of that. He had this daycare scam, something that was going on up there in Minnesota. They're claiming some kind of scam. I'm sure it was. There's always some fraudulent stuff going on in poor people, right? It's always going to be that. It's always going to be abuse. I should say, not scams, abuse. It's always going to be abuse. That's what it is. And now the immigration and ICE and HSA, Homeland Security, whatever, is up there heavy. And it was an incident where I guess a lady was in her car, kind of parked sideways. I'm sure you guys seen the video. If you haven't, I don't want to show the video. I'll just talk about it. She was shot by an ICE officer, and it's no clear visuals of the car hitting the officer. But the officer is claiming that the car, she was using it as a weapon. This is what the government is saying, that people are weaponizing vehicles, that people are training people how. This is the narrative that the government is trying to paint, that people are training people how to use their vehicles as a weapon, weaponizing their vehicles. It's no such thing. No such thing. Never heard. Just like they were saying Antifa. Never heard no such thing, no group. Now, it may be some people hauling. I mean, I thought anti-fascism is a thing. I didn't know it was a group using a moniker to call themselves Antifa. But I know anti-fascism is not a bad term, because fascism is bad. That means I'm not with fascism. I'm against fascism. I'm the opposite of what fascism is. Fascism is not good. And that's kind of what's going on in this country right now. Authoritarian, where you don't go through the proper channels to make a decision. You go around them. You just do it anyway. and then you fight it in courts. So yeah, so this lady, she was in her vehicle. She was getting into an argument with some ICE agents. Her wife was out there. She tried to take off in her vehicle. She looked like, to me, like she was turning away from the cop. Maybe he was scared, because they do that. They get scared. He was scared that she was going to hit him. So he felt she was going to hit him. So he shot her. And the lady's name is Renee Good. And at first, it wasn't even saying the lady's name. Her name is Renee Good. She's a mother. We always have to humanize people, because they surely try to make sure, because they was calling this lady a domestic terrorist right off the jump. They was labeling her. They're trying to get people not to like her right off the top, calling this lady a domestic terrorist. She had no weapons on her. She hadn't done any crimes. She's an American. She just don't like what y'all doing. And she was out there protesting, or whatever you want to call it. She had no reason to die. You don't kill her. And she had no weapons on her. She wasn't on drugs, so you couldn't use none of that. So you want to say, well, her car was a weapon. And you try to say that the guy went to the hospital and he's doing fine. He didn't get hit. I didn't see it. I seen the video, several different angles. I didn't see him limping or nothing like that. He was scared. I can see that. And I can understand him being scared. He can say, I was scared, so I shot. I shouldn't have shot this lady. Don't say it was justified. See, that's what even Stephen A. Smith came out and said that the man was justified. Said he shouldn't have did it. He was wrong. He shouldn't have did it on a human level, but he's going to be not get charged because they're going to say it was justified. Now, them saying it was justified and Stephen A. claiming that it is justified is two different things, because that's not what I'm hearing in his voice. In his voice, I'm hearing him saying that it was justified. So he going to get off because they going to get him for it. I don't see that. I don't think it was justified at all. Period. Point blank. He wasn't hit by the car. You was scared. You was mad. You shot this woman. Anyway, so that happened. Also, I guess it was another shooting in Portland or in Oregon. I don't know the specifics on that, so I'm not going to dig into it, but it's a lot of this stuff going on. Wearing these masks, they don't want to identify them. They trying to paint a false narrative to get people on edge. This is the same stuff that was going on in Germany. I've been saying this. If you don't research and unlearn from history, it will repeat itself. It's a cycle. We're humans. People learn from that bad behavior, and some regurgitate it. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say because my speech impediment catching up with me. But you know what I'm saying? It keeps coming around if you don't learn from it. But some people learn the bad part of it and they push that agenda. Or they try to improve on that bad agenda. They try to twerk it. Twerk it. I don't know if that's the word I want to use there anyway. Anyway, we're going to keep on going. This is World on the Move. Let's go. Y'all, let me round of applause for that. Greenland, the country. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about the country of Greenland. Because why? What's so important? It's way in the Arctic. Now, it's a lot of unclaimed land in the Arctic, and I know China's been up there. I know they're far away from the Arctic. I don't know what claim they got up there. Russia is right there. But 47 saying we taking it. He's saying we taking it. He's not playing. He's saying we taking it. And with the stuff he's doing now, the world is believing him. They're not just thinking he's capping no more. They think he's doing it. He'll do it. They don't think he's just flexing no more. They think he'll do it. And China and Russia has been working together up in that area on a few things. And yeah, the United States would have a problem with Russia. But I think the United States could take out Russia. Real talk. Get these little adjusted here. The United States would have a little problem with China if we got into a conflict. I think we could take out China. But Russia and China teaming up together, plus we messing up the NATO alliance, because if Trump tries to keep pushing this issue and bully Denmark and to trying to let go of Greenland, the NATO alliance is over. So that means all those sovereign nations, France and Britain and all these other NATO nations, they ain't rocking with us. We alone. Well, Mexico gonna stand, Canada gonna stand up for us? No, you was tripping with Canada not too long ago, bro. What is going on? If any president in my time in history that I know of was acting like he acting, they wouldn't be sitting there no more. He's saying the only way he gonna be impeached if he lose the midterms. He on record saying if we don't win the midterms, they gonna impeach me. You should have been gone, in my opinion. Because what's going on? Because if Russia and China team up together because they tired of this, we ain't winning that, bruh. I don't care what y'all say. We're true America. We ain't winning that. Because where's our support? Because every conflict we've been in on our own with these smaller countries, like Vietnam, bruh, was kicking our butt. Afghanistan, the longest war in history. Korea, the war that ain't over yet. So what y'all talking about? Y'all see, that's the stuff. You talk all that talk until you get hit in your mouth. We won World War I. No, we didn't. World War I was won because people stopped fighting. There was a lot of people that died, and they was like, all right, let's chill. That's why World War II happened. Now, World War II, yeah, we won that war, but how we win that war? We dropped the bombs. Don't forget, we dropped the bombs, not once. And see, if the fear of us talking about dropping the bombs would have stopped the war, then yeah, okay. No, we had to drop it. And if we would have just dropped one, it would have stopped the war, then maybe. No, they did it twice. Was going to do a third time. Yeah. And they still was fighting a little bit after that. They finally chilled and signed that over. So what we talking about, man? So we already got enemies in the world, bro. You know what I mean? We always was looked at as being, it's China. They built everything. They copied us. Matter of fact, they trying to move past us, man. In a minute, we're going to be a forgotten country. We're going to be a parking stop on the way to the from Asia over to the east, and from the east over to Asia. We'll be a parking space. Y'all better stop playing with the world. Y'all talking about playing with states. We can't even agree with states. Y'all playing with the world. We used to didn't exist. The world, France and Britain and Spain, they used to own everything here. They owned everything in this country. You don't think that you want to talk about Trump saying you ain't a citizen? You want to talk about who ain't a citizen? The French and France, Spain, and Britain, they owned everything over here in North America. Y'all, the white people over in this country, that's your ancestors, them people. Hey, what we talking about? They'd be like, you know what? Let's go and take that over, man. We done playing. Let's go ahead and take all that back over from them people, you know what I'm saying, and take that over and tax them. Tax them. Come on, man. What we doing? Because dude is tripping, man. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. So let's go ahead and entertainment news. Let's talk about something better than that. Something more exciting. Because people don't care. I do. Shout out to the people that's out there protesting and showing support for democracy, because that's what I'm about. Democracy is what got freedom for everybody. Got freedom from Britain. It got freedom for, I guess, the freedom we have in black people. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap got out of prison. Shout out to that. I seen him doing an interview on the Breakfast Club, so shout out to Fetty Wap. It looks like he's healthy, and he's going to put some music out. Also, I seen an interview with Finesse 2 Times. He was on Wallow and Gilly and Wallow. I don't know, yeah, but he was on that show, $1 million worth of game, and he was dry snitching on himself. He was talking about that he was selling dope in the feds. He was saying he was selling. I think he even said the amount he made. I think he said he made like 80 grand. He came home with 80 grand out the feds. He's had to sell dope because he was in there by himself and had nobody. He wasn't gonna be a nothing, so he had to sell dope in the feds. And he came home with 60 or 80 racks or something like that from selling dope in the feds. What? Like, kind of dry snitching is that? Like, how's the statute of limitations up on that? You are admitting on film And I'm sure you were really in the Fed, so this ain't no fake story. And I'm sure they can track the amount of money that you came home with. Like, what? Like, if the feds know you came in with nothing or with very little, how is that even possible? Now, I mean, you putting it out there, it gives people reason to go look it up now. Because if you did it, if that's real, there's no cap, and you came home, that means you got away with it. Why are you talking about it? It worked. Because if you did it for real and now you home, what if they're looking at that? I don't know if that could be a case or not. I ain't no lawyer. I ain't trying to put no cases on you. This the internet though. You putting the cases on you. I'm just talking about what you talking about. Everybody do that on the internet. When people talk about stuff, other people talk about what y'all talk about. Finesse. That was odd to me. I feel funny watching the interview. But anyway, yeah, that happened. Speaking of pillow talking, Offset, y'all know, one part of the Migos, God rest Takeoff. He pillow talking with Selena Powell. In the bed with them, telling everything. Talking about Stephon Diggs, talking about Cardi B, talking about what he gonna do. Bruh, why? This chick ain't your chick. This chick this what she do. She's done this before with other artists. She get you in the room, y'all do what y'all do, you pass out. She filming you, bro. So she gonna put you in the blog. That's how she make them. I think that's how she make a paper. And you doing that? Okay, and if you doing that, whatever. But why you talking? Why you telling her this? And it's not just her telling her. She got you recorded. I mean, you sent it. It's you telling her. She recorded you saying the stuff, bro. And the messages. Like, that's odd. And speaking of odd, Zion Williams, NBA star, not a superstar, NBA star, Zion Williamson. Also, being some weird stuff with some females, going and sliding in females' DMs with some vulgar conversations, like right off the rip. You know what I mean? Paying females, you know what I'm saying? These BBL females for some time, couple grand. I mean, these females that are known for this. I ain't putting these jackets on people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. This is what it is. You can get on social media and find out who these people is what they do for a good time. You know what I'm saying? To pop out. Some of these BBL chicks be out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't not. It look good to me though. But I'm just saying I wouldn't approach no female like that. That's what I'm saying. I ain't knocking it. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. Zion, what you doing, bro? And then you let them record you. Like you got a Jordan deal. You got a Jordan deal. Bro, I got your jersey. I got your New Orleans jersey, bro. You one of the ball players I actually like watching. But then they be clowning you. You let these females clown you because, man, you letting them do it to you, bro. Slow it down, Zion. Stick to stop getting injured so much. Anyway, anybody else? Bob Weir. I hope I pronounced his name right. From the Grateful Dead. I guess he passed away. I don't know much about him. My condolences to him and his family. Hope I pronounced the name right. Hope there's not a slip, but a mispronouncing his name. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I kind of want to talk about. It's a weird way to end the show, ain't it, though? I'm like, what you talking about, bro? It's just a lot of weird stuff going on, man. People letting stuff happen. Check out the show. Give me some comments. Let me know. Tell me what y'all like about the show. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me like the order. Do you like the sports at the top? Do you like the entertainment at the top? Do you like the socials at the top of the show? Because I can always change up the order. You want me to add something to the show? You know the store's still popping. It's 2026. Roll on the move. You dig what it is all the time. I love the support. Come on, leave me them subscribers up. Let's get them numbers up. The numbers been stagnant now. Come on. I do appreciate my subscribers, though. I ain't losing them. Y'all see that? I'm holding it steady, though. So we cool on that. But I love the views. Let's run this one up, too. Let's get the numbers up on this one, too. I appreciate that. It's Merle on the move. Until next time, be a good human. Put humans first. Check out that MerleOnTheMove.com, baby. Peace.